yeah, it's coming. It's coming out. Oh.
You have my sympathy.
Hey everyone! Grave Cinema here again, and we're going to be doing another video for you. Most of the videos, of course, ones I've seen. For her though,
First
pretty
time
much
watch the whole
first
way
time.
through without flipping between commercials or...
However, for this one, she kind of saw a little bit of this one before, but it was late and she fell asleep.
Oh, we're doing Alien!
Yes, we are doing Alien.
Yay, I finally get to see the rest of the facehuggers.
Yes, you've seen Alien vs. Predator,
I have.
you've seen Predator,
I have.
and you've seen bits and pieces of this from what I can tell, but...
Yep. Bits and pieces, that's literally it. I crashed out the last time you put this movie on.
It was late.
It was.
It was my fault.
It's like 11:30 at night, and I was just, no.
Yeah, but
Brain go...
that's no good. You have to see it all the way through, and you gotta stay awake.
All the way through. Okay, well, I did just caffeinate, and I'm medicated, and hopefully my head won't bother us. Yeah,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Alright, well, let's get started then.
Do the thing!
Alright, here we
Hit
go.
play.
1979. Alien.
What mineral? Did they tell you what mineral that they're looking for?
I guess it's a type of metal.
Interesting how such a large ship only has a crew of 7.
I guess most of it's just cargo space.
I guess so.
Starting off with a very establishing mood of isolation.
Is that what they were doing? I thought they were just showing off their cool ass set.
Yeah, and that too.
Here's where the battleground
It's
will be
twofold.
eventually. Take a good look.
Yeah, because remember, 79, this is not CGI. It's all sets and all models. Advanced futuristic technology.
So advanced, so futuristic, so binary. It is vaguely reminiscent of the Millennium Falcon, the way it's set up. This is the sleeping chamber thing, where they pass out for several months through deep space.
That's the way to travel.
One hell of a way to wake up, though. Could you imagine the cramping and the aching of your body that has not moved in so long, and the muscle fatigue and atrophy? I couldn't lay like that in just underwear. Nah.
Dead, 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 alive, I think alive, alive.
Ripley's alive.
Yep. But that was really strange, just going through all the people and like, oh, dead, dead, dead. Morbid shit you do when you watch older movies.
Nothing morbid ever happens in this house. What are you talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. Their computer AI is called Mother, isn't it?
Yes. It's their Siri, their Cortana, their Alexa. It's Mother.
That would be more fun. I would be having so much creepy glee with that. Yes, Mother. It's a room with blinky lights. So pretty.
It's the Blinky Light Room.
Blinky light room. I bet you those are Christmas lights. Some of them are blinking.
What's the story, Mother?
Although he has that nice shiny room and then they have chairs that are being ripped to pieces just over time. It woke them up early.
Why did it wake them up early? That's
I
the
don't
question.
know. Does Mother know something they don't?
Maybe.
This was an 80s movie, right?
79.
Okay.
Only halfway there. Mother's interrupted the course of our journey. Intercepted the transmission of unknown origin. She got us up to check it out.
A transmission? Out here?
Yeah.
It's not in my contract to do this kind of duty.
It's in your contract.
There is a clause in the contract which specifically states any systematized transmission indicating a possible intelligent origin must be investigated.
I don't want to hear it.
Listen to Bilbo. He reads the terms and conditions. It's in the contract.
Bilbo?
Penalty of
That's
total
Bilbo? The original Bilbo?
Yep.
You got that?
Don't listen to Bilbo. Bilbo also took a ring that slowly made him into a demon.
Because this is the thing about Alien. There's a whole lot of setup initially until it really gets going.
Yeah.
Metal creaking. Didn't you read the subtitles?
We have pretty lights on the bottom of their spaceship. Why do they have pretty lights on the bottom of their spaceship?
To be pretty.
Okay.
It's for illumination.
Those aren't gonna illuminate shit. They look like Christmas lights. They probably are Christmas lights. Oof.
Ooh, bumpy landing.
Ouch.
What?
It's $17 for it.
At least 25 hours.
Oh, is that in the cushion? That's right. Isn't there an origin movie for aliens?
Rock, lava base.
Later on, I believe there were some prequels.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't seen those yet, though.
Looks like they're walking into a really bad glitter rave.
She said, fuck off.
Interesting how they blow little
Yeah,
out of their heads.
nice detail.
Pretty planet.
Let's get out of here.
Is that a ship?
Looks like a ship. Like a horseshoe.
Could be a ship or it could be a hive. I mean, that's obviously where the aliens come from, so... It's a shame if they don't have this as a ride yet. That would make a really cool ride.
May have had one long ago, but if you do now, I don't know if there is one.
Not completely organic.
It's a great set design, though.
That looks like a dead mama bug. Or a dead alien giant. Like, looks like it's attached to a gun.
Oh.
Man, I don't want to imagine the facehugger that infected that. Alright, it's definitely not their ship, something they infected.
Yeah, because that creature, whatever that is, had the bones coming out of it, like something came out of it. Because we know,
I know what facehuggers are.
yeah, they come out.
Right out of your chest.
That transmission. Mother's deciphered part of it. It doesn't look like an SOS.
Well, what is it?
Well, it looks like a warning.
I would not be going down in that hole. No.
Why? You don't want to go down the hole?
You okay down there?
Mm-mm. Bowels of the ship.
And it's full of leathery objects like eggs or something.
You should probably leave it that way. Just a thought. You're not going to.
We must explore and investigate. They heard a strange noise in space, and that's exactly what they're doing.
I didn't realize those were translucent. No shit. Get away from it.
Touch it. Touch it, touch it, touch it.
Well, we know which one of us would die in this house.
Touch it. I want to touch it.
Oh, it's about to jump. I know it's about to jump. I know it's about to jump. You're a stupid dumb fuck. Get away from there! This is how the American race, human race, gets destroyed. Oh! Dipshit! Dipshit!
It just wanted a hug.
Hugging usually doesn't lead to an ejaculation of seeds in your face.
Is that so?
Not in my experience. Does it for you?
Maybe for some. That can happen.
Well, thank goodness. I'm so glad to know you didn't just automatically launch yourself at people and then shoot seed in their faces.
What kind of
No!
If we let it in, the ship could be infected. You know.
Let's get back to the movie and stop with the seed ejaculation talk.
What do you want? That's what they do! That's facehuggers!
Would you open the goddamn hatch? We have to get him inside.
Don't break quarantine.
No.
I can't do that, and if you were in my position, you'd do the same.
Play this in order. You hear me?
Yes. I read you. The answer is negative.
This is why you die. Oh, it actually melted through the glass. Wow. Do you think those cute little masks are gonna save you when an entire fucking helmet didn't save him? It's fucking creepy. It's like a spider met a squid and they should not have procreated.
How come they don't freeze it? Look what's going on, man.
Even if it's against the law?
Are we gonna get it off?
Freeze it.
This finger-licking thing.
It's tightening.
No. How come they don't freeze it?
They should. That would be a great idea.
Because they want to play with it first.
Freeze it off, just like skin cancer or a mole. Not that it would help you. That lip thing will literally attach to your face. But yeah, go ahead. Wear the tiny mask.
It keeps them alive. What the hell is that?
An incubator?
Parasitic life
Oh, we
form.
gotta get it off him.
Now we're assuming it's feeding him oxygen. If we remove it, it could kill him.
I don't think you have to worry about that. He's gonna
I
die.
won't even take that chance. Just cut it off and
You take responsibility.
Yes, I'll take responsibility.
Magic words. Okay, I'll do it.
God.
Well, that's acid. That explains how it got through his...
Can eat through the hull.
got through the spacesuit.
That thing's gonna eat through the goddamn hull. Come on.
How you gonna stop it?
Something that acid can't
There it is.
go through. There are containers for acid.
Looks like it's stopping.
Stopped. Molecular acid.
Must be using it for blood.
It's got a wonderful defense mechanism. You don't dare kill it.
Here's your pin, bro.
I don't think he wants
We
it.
should have landed in this place in the first place.
Should not have.
Shouldn't have landed on this damn ball and all that.
This place gives me the creeps.
Should. Oh, you should put him in a containment unit. That hospital room's not enough. One of them sleeper pod thingies would have done just fine.
Should have froze him.
That too!
Which gives them a prolonged resistance to adverse environmental conditions.
Like freezing?
That's funny. What does it mean?
Ash, when Dallas and Kane are off the ship, I'm serious.
Look, what would you have done with King? You know, his only chance of survival was to get him in here.
Unfortunately, by breaking quarantine, you risk everybody's life.
Yeah.
I'm in danger, so I'm gonna fuck everyone else over to save my own ass.
Where's they had to go in the ship, otherwise we wouldn't have had the movie.
That's true. Where'd he go? Don't put your hand up there where you can grab it! If there's a mysterious alien life form running amok on the ship, I think I'd light the bitch up so I could find it. Oh, now we think to close the door. I don't remember how long it takes for the incubation period.
Time may vary, depending on what the plot needs.
Kane? Dallas?
You okay?
How did you say it was in the other hand?
Sorry.
I think that's as tight as you've grabbed my arm.
I think this is bad.
Well, I
Wait and see if we actually get to see eight-legged freaks.
I hope so.
What? I'm petting you!
Ash, are you kidding? This thing bled acid. Who knows what it's gonna do when it's dead?
I think it's safe to assume it isn't a zombie. Dallison has to come back.
I'd soon.
Seal it up if you want to take it back.
Steak, but you said.
They're leaving now, yay. Back to
That's
space.
not gonna save them.
What I think you should do is just freeze it. I mean, if he's got a disease, why don't we stop it where it is? We can always get to the doctor when we get back home.
Right.
Whenever he says anything, you say right, Brett. You know that?
He's always right.
Right.
We're on our way.
Right.
Right.
What is he wearing?
What's the last thing you do?
Fashion.
The first thing I'm gonna do, is get some decent food. I'd rather eat something, but I'm eating it. The food ain't that bad, baby.
Oh, it's about to explode. It's about to explode, isn't it?
Is it?
They have a cat. Why do they have a cat?
Company.
Oh, yeah, it's coming. It's coming out. Oh. Oh. love how they're all just like, stop for a minute.
What the fuck?
Oh! Oh! Oh god.
Look at the little fella.
Shoot it! Shoot it!
With what? They don't have any guns on them.
Then stab it with something. Let him kill it.
But the acid blood.
You didn't let him kill it.
Well,
Always an idiot. They move fast for being a baby. This could have been avoided.
well, once it was on his face, he was gonna die one way or the other.
Ash, Leonard and I are be take part in Brad.
Let's split up.
It's a great idea.
Anyone see this thing and catch
What could possibly go wrong?
Catch it, put it in the airlock.
That would be the smartest thing.
And all decks. I want you to communicate.
You remembering to check the ceiling, Ripley? And you're sure it's that and not the cat? I'm just saying, the cat's about the same size.
Maybe it's just a space rat.
There was a cat though, wasn't there?
Cat's not doing his job. Not eating the space rats.
Cat versus alien. Cat gonna lose. It has acid blood, but there was a cat. I'm not crazy.
Yes, there was a cat. There was a cat.
Okay.
I'll go and get it.
Go and now he's gonna die.
Yes.
You get him, we'll go on.
Go by yourself. You go get the cat.
Here, kitty, kitty.
Don't.
That's a nice warm area.
Ooh.
Somebody shed their skin. Now they're gonna be bigger. Why would you let that touch your face? You don't know what it is, and there's something that secretes acid around.
It's water and he's hot.
Creature that secretes acid. Trust nothing. That was it.
Hmm?
That was it.
Oh, was it?
Hanging. What kind of dumbass do you take me for?
You're not that dumb.
No, I'm not.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. No, Kitty ain't coming near you. It's so much bigger now. How did it grow that much? It was like this big a minute ago.
Drink its milk. Got milk?
Run, dipshit. Why'd you drop your weapon, you fucking dipshit?
I think he was in shock there.
I understand. Well, I guess. No. Nom nom nom.
We're at the first junction.
He's hunting it.
By himself. That's a good idea. I mean, I guess if you're gonna do something dangerous.
Bring a flamethrower. But it's pretty dark.
I think I got it. Yes, I've got it.
And he thinks he can track it. So he'll know if it's coming.
Somewhere around the third junction. I'm off the signal.
Because it's right where they are.
I'm sure that it's not there. I mean, it's got to be around there somewhere. It's got to be around there.
Dallas?
I might carry on, but I want to get the hell out of here.
Oh, God. It's moving right towards you. Dallas? No.
You okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, oh, and she's back to
Hi, baby.
protect you.
I'm okay. You were such a good dog. Do you know that? Such a good dog. It's alright.
I said that we abandon the ship. We get the shuttle and just get the hell out of here. We take our chances.
We'll move in pairs. We'll go step by step and cut off every bulkhead and every vent until we have it cornered, and then we'll blow it the fuck out into space. We have to stick together.
In 4s, not 2s.
Time to have a conversation with Mother.
Blinky lights. Mother's not responding.
Mom, mommy, mom. Crew expendable.
What?
There is an explanation for this here.
The company wanted the life form and considered all of them expendable to get it.
I feel like you should just kill him. Why is he bleeding milk? What the fuck is wrong with him? Why is he bleeding milk?
He drank a lot of milk.
That's a naked girl.
Oh, yeah.
What, you gonna use it like a shiv?
Got it in her throat, trying to choke her. At least they were able to get in.
He's got way too much strength for a normal man. Something is wrong with him. Wait, he was bleeding milk. Is he an android? He's an android.
Clearly not human.
He's an android. He's an android. That's why he opened the door.
And he was ordered by the company. It was the top priority to bring it in.
Fuckers.
It's a robot. Yeah, she's a goddamn robot. How come the company sent us a goddamn robot?
Because they don't care about you.
Must have wanted the alien for the weapons division.
Nice cut.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back life form. Priority 1. All other priorities rescinded.
What about our lives, you son of a bitch?
I repeat, all other priorities are rescinded.
There's gotta be a way of killing it. How? How do we do it?
You can't. Perfect organism.
How is it perfect?
Its structural perfection is matched only
For
by
survival.
possibility. I can't lie to you about your chances, but you have my sympathies.
We're gonna blow up the ship. We'll take our chances in the shuttle.
Blow up the ship.
Kill it with fire. Attaboy. Set it on fire.
Burn.
He can't somehow magically come back and assist if he's in flames.
You two go down, get all the food you can carry. I'll get the shuttle ready.
Yeah, split up again. This is a great idea. Then I'm gonna set my weapon down, because I'm smart. Forget the cat! I'm actually saying to forget an animal for the first time ever. I feel bad for Kitty Cat. There are things more important, like not letting that thing get back to Earth. You went for the fucking cat.
Jones?
You goddamn dipshit.
Always going for the pussy.
Jones?
You put your fucking weapon down. God damn it, Ripley, you're smarter than that.
It's okay. She got the cat.
Thank goodness. Does she got her weapon? Nope. That's a little more important right now. She can't move, dude. Where's she gonna go? Light it up! Good job. You sacrificed yourself.
Looks like it's just her and the cat now.
How many switches you gotta pull?
Well, if it's for a self-destruct, I would hope several.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Get out of there, boo.
The option to override automatic detonation expires in T-minus 5 minutes.
Somebody's still alive. This is where all the bodies are. At least one of them is still alive. Why would you touch that with your bare hand?
Well, it's Captain.
And his suffering, sweetie. Don't use all your fuel, baby. You never know what you were gonna need. Kitty. Careful. You're not watching behind you. You're not watching behind you. You left the cat.
Honestly, I have no idea where the fuck she is right now. 6 minutes to close.
What are you doing?
25.
Just leave.
23.
Why are you still there?
22. Override detonation procedure has now expired. The ship will automatically
Didn't stop it in time.
T-minus 5 minutes.
Just get off the ship.
Aliens on the shuttle. That's why she tried to stop it.
Man, you know it's hot when even your fingernails have sweat on them. He was in between her and the shuttle.
It would help if the shuttle had very brightly colored walls, so we know
It's the shuttle?
it's shuttle
Yes.
space. But they don't do that on ships. It's all the same color, so it's hard to tell. But it's lit up there, so I assume that is the actual shuttle proper now.
The ship will automatically destruct in T-minus 1 minute.
You have 1 minute to get the fuck out.
10 seconds.
Yeah, you should be safe.
8, 1.
It's a decently sized boom.
Of course, in space, you wouldn't hear that sound.
No.
But for movie, we make you hear sound for boom boom.
Must make your sound boom boom. What they put in there? A fucking atomic generator?
I mean, it's a spaceship capable of interstellar travel. It's got to have some type of big power source. Huh, she's safe.
No, she's not.
Why would you think she's not?
Credits aren't rolling yet. Credits aren't rolling yet. Also, never assume. You should check that shuttle from top to bottom.
See, told you the cat was the main character.
He's going into the little sleepy pod.
Cat, go to sleep.
She ain't sleeping, that's for damn sure. You really gonna do all that in your underwear?
Just gotta get ready for stasis sleep. Remember, when they woke up, they were in very little clothing.
Yeah.
And it's a horror movie. You gotta get the final girl scantily clad. It's a law. What, you thinking you thinking something's gonna happen?
No, something's definitely gonna happen.
What?
That's it!
That is? Well, look at you. You recognize the head. Butt crack! Also, I guess having her this way makes her more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yes.
As opposed to being in a jumpsuit that's still very, very acid, not friendly. Are those teeth silver? Or are the teeth before it black?
It's dark and icky.
Yeah. Well, at least now she feels a little bit more clothed.
Putting on a little spacesuit. You gonna open up an airlock there, Ripley?
I would.
I mean, what are your options at this point?
Mm.
If you can't physically harm it, then get rid of it. That's the only way to do it.
Makes sense. You're in deep space, use it to your advantage.
It's nice that the alien is being so nonchalant right now. Just letting her do her thing.
Had to climb over a whole ship, eat all those people.
Probably having a little nappy nap.
Tired. Smart of her to make sure the kitty's already taken care of.
And to strap herself in.
What's she doing? Is it cooling systems?
She's letting it out. So when she hits a lock, it'll get sucked right out.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye, bitch.
It gets attached now.
Oops. Ah! Thrust! Thrust! Bye-bye. Xenomorph.
This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo. Signing off.
Why'd you get the kitty out of stasis?
She needed to pet a kitty.
Can't be good for them to go in and out of that, though.
It's probably harmless. Yeah.
Now it's over.
Roll credits.
Now she's safe.
Alright, so that was Alien, the 1979 classic. What are our thoughts now that we've finally seen it fully all the way through?
Okay, so, very action filmy. And other than the few times it really got me with those jump scares. Sorry about your arm.
Yeah, I think you squeezed it harder than ever before for that one bit.
It really got me good. I even know what facehuggers do, and it still freaked me the fuck out. Oh, but the explosion from the chest, oh. I still don't like it. I still remember it from AVP, and I still don't like it. A good story, a good way to introduce it, though. And a good way to be pissed off at things, because everybody knows that humans are horrible people, and if some government agency or corrupt businessman can monopolize on something to have an advantage over the other guy, even if it's fucking dangerous and can kill the entire planet, they're going to.
Yeah.
And everybody works off of that greed. But I guess in that time, too, it was still kind of a new thing that people were just kind of opening their eyes to. So, but overall, it was a great story. Loved the set.
It's great production design on this whole film. Fantastic. We're watching the 4K of it, too, so we get to see it really good.
I'm also kind of impressed with the alien itself. Like,
Oh, it's iconic.
it is, and the fact that they came up with that and they had to come up with all practical stuff for it, which means that it was an actual suit that had a working, whatever the fuck you call that second or third mouth.
Like a tongue mouth.
Tongue mouth. They had to figure out how to make that work. That's impressive. And honestly, the actor wearing that on should have gotten an award all on their own, just for having to wear that fucking thing with the big ass shit coming off the back of their head. That had to have been heavy.
Yeah, way down your neck.
Yeah, your neck, compress your whole spine. Ripley should have been first on that list.
Yeah, we just saw the billing. Ripley was second. Boo.
I guess they did it in order of the crew.
Well, she was second, but she was third officer, so she should have been third if that was the case.
But if the captain's not on the ship, she's in charge.
Well, Kane and the captain were off ship. Kane was second.
Oh, well, I don't know then. Then that was absolute bullshit. She was the final girl. She should have been first.
Yeah, bullshit. Go back and fix the credits. Whoever
Anyway.
does that. But anyway, that's over now, so back to our review.
It was a well thought out story that would still be relevant today. A great set, a great... Like, seriously, the stuff that they came up with for futuristic space shit honestly would still fly today for the most part, except for the computer stuff.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about films that are this old. The computer aspects don't age too well because they are limited by what they had at the time.
Binary and all that jazz. Yeah.
Nowadays, we have all the flat screens
But, like,
you could think of.
Everything else would still work. And it's kind of a shame that I bet that set got destroyed, because that would have made a really fucking cool museum piece.
Unfortunately, with movies, pretty much all sets always get
I
tear
know.
down because they're in stages and they have to build up a new set for the next film.
I mean, I get that, but could you imagine, like, a museum of just the ship? Or, like...
That'd be nice.
I think in terms of theme parks, if you had an Aliens ride and you walked through the ship to get to it...
I figured the Star
You
Wars
know?
land they have now, or probably something similar, the closest thing I can think of.
They don't have... Their line experience is not as cool as this whole ship interior is, because I was there this year.
Oh. Okay.
And, yeah, I got to go for a whole day. And don't you remember I was excited because I looked like a goth and I scared small children?
Fun times.
I told you about that. Yeah, I got to wear leather pants in Disney this year. It was great. But anyway, their line stuff, which some of their rides is very immersive. Like if you go through the Avatar ride, that is super fucking immersive and it's really cool. But the Star Wars Land ones were a little bit more lacking. Like they do have some interactive aspects of it. Like for the Millennium Falcon ride, you have to walk around the Falcon and there's an app on your phone that you can interact with certain parts depending on where you are in line to keep you entertained. But it's not as themed because they didn't want to spend... They wanted to spend their money on the ride, not necessarily on the way to get to the ride.
Yeah.
So, you know, in that aspect, it definitely makes sense.
Yeah. I think an alien ride, as you mentioned before, thinking there should be one, would be
Really
interesting.
feel like there was...
And they had the chance too, because Disney
Disney
owns the property now. Once they bought Fox,
I actually think Universal has one. I'd have to
it could have
double
been
check.
licensed to them.
But I could swear I remember riding one and just freaking out the whole fucking time. Like I just don't remember.
Well, maybe there'll be one somewhere. Eventually we'll get to the sequel though, and you mentioned this was actiony. That one is way actiony. That's directed by James Cameron, who did Terminator.
So it's a little more actiony than this one. This does feel a little more on the horror side, but it doesn't feel like complete
This
horror.
was essentially Haunted House in Space.
Yeah.
But you can't escape
yes,
it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Yes. I would agree with that assessment completely.
Yeah, but the sequel, they don't do the same thing, which is pretty cool. They do go separate directions, kind of like, you know, how Evil Dead were more horror comedy. Sequel's more horror action, or action horror.
Okay, so that one, the sequel to this leads more towards the action side than it does the horror side.
Yes, and that's one where you see
Instead
Ripley
of
become
horror
kind
action,
of
it's
more
action
badass
horror.
and such. Yeah, that's
Okay.
got some good moments in it. We'll get to that eventually. We'll get to all the sequels of most of the things we've done.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes a while to get through the first films, because there's quite a few of them in these
shit,
big
man.
franchises.
People have been busy.
Yeah. But we will get to that eventually, and that's one worth watching. But,
I mean, overall, this is a good movie, though. I love that the final girl isn't stupid.
no.
Is resourceful. I don't blame the other people for freezing in shock. I mean, obviously, I'm sitting here because I'm not in the situation. It's not what I would have done.
Yeah, people don't know how they're acting until they're actually in that situation. And
But then again, when
your
I'm
body takes
scared out
over.
of my mind, 99% of the time, my fight or flight is to paralyze. The only time I guaranteed will fight is when I have something to defend. And against something like that, I don't know. All the scenarios, it would depend on leading up to how I
Yeah.
felt. So I love to put myself in those situations. Say, well, I do this differently. Like in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I would have fucking done that differently.
Yeah.
This isn't a situation I can say the same thing. Because you can't see it coming. Seriously, they should have lit those spaceships way better. You have no idea how to beat the damn thing. It has acid for blood. Who knows what kind of armor it's like? Nobody actually tried to hit the fucking thing.
I guess you need a predator to take it out.
Or one of those little grappling hook guns, because she shot right through it with one.
Maybe. Or predator plasma
Oh
cannon.
my god, yes. Just give me a predator spear. I'll take everything out. It'll be great. Just remember,
Yep.
stay out of my line of fire. I'm terrible at aiming.
Speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 70s had some really iconic horror films. There was Texas Chainsaw, Jaws, Exorcist, Alien, probably... as well as Halloween. I just remember, top 5 list of like 70 horror films. How do you like rank Alien amongst all of them? Just curious to see.
Okay, well, for the impressiveness of it, because it is so futuristic and so detailed and so well set up, I'm definitely going to put it in the top tier. If we're talking for scare level, Texas Chainsaw Massacre definitely whoops its ass.
That gets you
Halloween
scare
definitely
factor.
whoops its ass because they're
Halloween.
way more realistic, which means
The
like,
realism, human killers,
it
at
gets
least
to me way more.
the first Halloween human killer, he's still human essentially at that point. But yeah, the human-esque killers get to you more, that is true.
Yeah.
And this is not a human, it is an alien. And
was
shit,
the other-
you're never going to be in that situation, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah. And like, same thing with The Exorcist. You're never gonna find someone that's head spins around or shoots out vomit like it's got a hose attached to its mouth.
Not usually.
You know, so
In Jaws, you're never going to go out that far in the water with a shark.
I'm never gonna go out that far in the water if I have any say about it. Period. Unless the boat is huge.
A bigger boat?
Yeah, bigger boat versus smaller shark.
Just to hope you don't hit an iceberg
I generally don't go that far north.
or you get hit by a torpedo.
That I can do nothing about, but I will panic a lot.
Just like Quint. We got hit by a torpedo in the Indianapolis, and then the sharks came.
Why do I feel like you're making a reference I should get?
It was in Jaws!
Oh!
That's when he was telling the story about
That's right.
what happened
yes.
when his ships got hit by the torpedo and it sank, and all his rest of his crew were just stuck in the water, and then the sharks came for
You're
him.
right.
That's how he got.
We watched that like
Yeah.
6 months ago, man. I remember most of it. I remember children being
Yeah.
threatened.
Yeah,
and
she's
the
watched
final
this before we
fight.
started doing these videos.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But Jaws was another good one, but I think overall for impressiveness, Alien's got to be in the top. For scare quality, I would put Texas Chainsaw Massacre and then Jaws. But only because I have a very special fear of the deep sea that is utterly ridiculous and completely unfounded, and yet it's still here.
We're scared of what we're scared.
Well, you know, there's a lot of part of the ocean that we cannot and have not
Just
explored, and I
be
don't want to know
glad
what's
there's
down
no
there.
such thing as a deep sea spider, otherwise you'd be really freaked.
We call those octopi, I think.
They're not spiders, they're smart little creatures. Or big creatures sometimes.
I was gonna say, aren't spiders smart?
Not as smart as octopus.
Okay,
Or octopi.
well that's true. Yeah, I don't know. I don't need to know any, like, there's already megalodons and such, and orcas are fucking vicious. I don't need to meet those either.
They kill great whites.
The only thing that can take down an orca is a blue whale.
Biggest mammal.
Or an entire pod of dolphins. That might work.
Or man with their weapons.
Yes, men. We are the apex predator. We have thumbs.
We have tools. And boom booms.
This is what separates us from most monkeys. They don't have as big a thumb. It's the only reason we can outsmart the dog. I'm kidding.
Alright, so this was Alien.
It was very well done.
Well received. Good review.
Scared the shit out of me those couple
High
times,
marks.
though.
Yeah, I felt it.
Sorry.
I felt those times, but yeah, it's fun. It's all fun. So, thank you for joining us for this first time watch. Well, first time full watch.
Full watch.
Full watch for my roommate.
Yep.
And our review of the film after that. And we'll be doing more, as always. And we hope to have you here for the next one we do, whichever one that may be, depending on what my mood is. Alright, so we'll see you next time.
Next
okay?
time.
Alright. Bye.
Bye.